Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. 7 things confident people don't do. Now, when I talk of confidence, I'm not talking about being the loudest one in the room. Sometimes confidence can just appear as that silence. I've dealt with panic attacks, anxiety. So what happened? What freed me? What liberated me? What pulled me out of my comfort zone? And it was just that light bulb moment where I realized a secret, that the body is the subconscious mind. You have to pay attention to what you are doing with your body, because that reveals the secrets of your mind. And all our problems start within the mind and manifest into our physical reality. Number 1 is where we disobey our emotions, which is the energy in motion, which is our inner guidance system. Confidence emanates from the Latin confidere, which means to trust. So we have to see that. Ask yourself, what are you doing 8 hours of the day? Are you in a job which is satisfying every single cell in your body? Are you in a relationship that is satisfying every single cell within your body? Because once you obey your true inner emotions, you form a greater coherency between the body, mind, and heart. Once you are not in alignment with your emotions, with a true feeling, now how can you be confident? How can you trust yourself? Therefore, how can you trust anybody else? Number 2 is all about practice. I've seen this along my journey because I'm a freeline skate instructor as well. And whenever I'm teaching people how to skate, I'm also teaching myself. And what you often find is, growing up skateboarding, people that were the best skateboarders, they would practice. That is why they had such a high level of mastery. Many of us, we are resting on our laurels. We say, I did it. Sometimes, once I land a great trick, I said, yes, I did it. Then I say to myself, okay, do it again. Because highly confident people can always do it again, because it's within them. There's external, there's internal. We have to ask ourselves, are we living from the inside out or the outside in? And practicing every day not only forms that muscle memory, but it allows us to cultivate that trust within ourselves. Number 3 is the biggest issue of all: a lack of self-love. When you look in the mirror and you don't like what you see, you lose trust. When you rely on what other people think of you, you lose trust. Because whenever you allow someone else to give you value, you lose confidence. It's hard to do. What freed me along my journey was breaking the program of race, was breaking the program of anything that is going to keep me in separation from the world around me. Because separation is the sibling of fear. We have to see that once we have a low self-esteem, we don't feel that we have anything to contribute to the world. More so, we don't think we have anything to contribute to ourselves. So we lose value. We start waiting for the approval of other people. But the secret is, we begin to love ourselves when we go to the place where we find our greatest power. Through meditation, moving from that beta state into that alpha state, the deep relaxation, living the life we know we are worthy of. Number 4 is externalizing our power. I did this along in my early journey. It's always someone out there which is the cause of our problems. The New World Order, the Illuminati, the person next door. This person is making me feel terrible. And then what changed was that I said, I have to take 100% responsibility for my emotions. Own your emotions. Realize that the power is within you. Now that sounds like a big cliche, but once we all see that the guru is you, we develop that confidence. I can't do what you're doing. You can't do what I'm doing. Simply because we are all in a different time and space. Once we see the secret that we have to move out of this competition with everyone around us, we have to take back our power to also not be afraid of delving into the shadowland. I talk of a lot of things about how we all have to let go of society's expectations, because why do so many of us have low confidence levels? I'm not talking about how big your house is, how much money you have, how much clothes you have. I've had all of those things and I have all of those things, but that is not an indicator of confidence. True confidence comes from within. More so, it comes from that inner knowing. Many of us, we are living our lives based on someone else's value system every single day. The new revolution on planet Earth won't be televised because it's something which is an internal process. And what I've found is that if we go back to our childhood, we worked on a principle of punishment and reward. You get a reward if you get an A grade. You get a punishment if you fail your exam. So we're taught to conform to society. Therefore, even if we are in a classroom where our heart is not there, we just stay there because we want to please our family, our friends, and whatnot. So it's been drilled into our cells, this behavior. It's a learned behavior. We have to dare to trust ourselves. And this can only come about when we realize the amount of programming each one of us has. I am still under mind control. Because of that, I am in the process of reprogramming my subconscious mind. I've studied psychology, I've studied criminology, but it doesn't mean anything because I was being programmed when I was studying those things. Once I left university is when I started my real education, because education comes from the Latin educare, which means to bring out. And that's the secret. We have to start moving into our bodies. We have to start dancing, start being happy again, start having fun, because all of this raises our confidence levels when we start doing what we know we have to do, because each one of us has a different purpose here. We have to follow that, we have to honor that, and we have to be true to that. Number 5 is the lifestyle, what we are eating. Confident people are not eating foods which are not corresponding to their highest purpose and giving them the energy to fulfill their highest purpose. When I was having panic attacks every single day, I was eating foods which were full of junk, low vibrational foods. As I started to change, incorporate more fruits, more leafy greens, this gave me a greater sense of self-worth, because we all have to become the source of our own happiness first and foremost. Then we can start connecting with those who remind us who we are. But it all starts within ourselves. So once we see that the lifestyle we are living, once we can see this subtle connection with what we are eating to our lifestyle, then we free ourselves. It gives us greater freedom. We can hold our head high. More so, we see the secret that it's all in the body language. If we're eating foods and drinking fresh water, or whatever smoothie you like, it's affecting the biochemistry within our body. So we're moving around freely and it's all there. The body language is the secret. Number 6 is to stop comparing ourselves with other people. Once we stop seeing that we can never be someone else, no matter how hard we try, we free ourselves. I am inspired by so many different people, but at the same time, I have a deep respect that I am not here to replace them. They are not here to replace me. And when you start not judging other people, what they're doing, see it as a unique expression, then you see what you're doing as a unique expression. But more so, we have to start seeing the secret. It's all about working together right now in the new paradigm. There's no time for drama. A lot of people feel that they have to step on other people's toes to get somewhere. I've seen the secret that you don't. You can just share your journey. That's what I've done. Just sharing my diary. This is what I love to do. And there is so much love out there. There is so much love in here as well. But that's the secret. Do what you most resonate with. You don't need drama. You don't need the fireworks. You don't need controversy. However, you can still speak your truth. But once we start creating our own league, we see that the greatest enemy and friend lies within ourselves. And lastly, number 7 is about taking risks. That's the secret of confidence, of trusting yourself, is all about versatility. Okay, you've done it in this way for a long time now. Try something new. Because the more versatility you have, the more you become dynamic in your behavior, in your action. Now, you start to expand your wings in so many different ways. You have this confidence that you are living from the inside out. In a nutshell, confidence comes with a simple relationship we have with our body. Once we become our body, once we have this coherency, that key word, coherency, all the power lies within us. We have to start taking that radical action, because that is the only thing which is going to help loosen us up and help us just dance in nature. We're here with the sun out, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy.